Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Sorry, Luna, but your time is up. Yes, we thought that would be the case when Bold and Beautiful threw you behind bars for killing two men and trying to off Steffi. But then Dollar Bill lost his mind and inexplicably got you both out of prison and pardoned. This time, however, there's not much chance you'll find yourself on the road to redemption. There's only room for one Sheila Carter on the canvas, and even she's pushed her luck as hard as she has Il Giardino's Pizza Margherita. This week's episodes left me kinda sorta convinced that Liam will bite the literal bullet next week. It's already been leaked by several sources that someone is going to die, and there are certainly more obvious candidates. Luna dying would be the obvious way to go, but I'm sticking with Liam. Why? Because it would have huge consequences. All of this for starters. First, there's the irony factor, given that Liam already is dying of a tumor. But imagine how Bill, a man who practically lives for revenge, would react upon finding out that Taylor, Hope, Steffi, and even Carter knew about Liam's medical condition. Perhaps the real Dollar Bill will finally come back, setting out to destroy Forrester Creations in retribution. I mean, I'd watch the heck out of that. I'm kinda intrigued by the calls and texts Grace has been receiving. She talked to Finn about her ex, Reese. Last we knew, the guy, who you'll recall stole Liam and Hope's daughter to sell on the black market to pay off his gambling debts, had been arrested and jailed in London. Might he be returning? The line of the week goes to Taylor. You never have to thank a grandmother for staying with her grandchildren, she told Steffi. It's what we live for. Heck, even Sheila would agree with that one. I wanted to throw something at the television when Ridge barged into Steffi's house. They know that Luna is out there, they all claim to be terrified. Yet they refuse to lock their doors. This show. Sheila spent 2 days trying to call Steffi and Finn, who refused to pick up. Why didn't she text? All she needed to do was type 7 little words. Luna's got a gun, wants Steffi dead. That'd pretty much assure a returned call. The cool breeze that swept through the Forrester estate that morning did little to calm the storm brewing inside its walls. Luna Nozawa had always been known for her calm demeanor, her artistic eye, and her sweet spirit. But in recent weeks, something inside her had changed. Drastically. Whether it was the unresolved trauma of the mints, the pressure from her lineage, or something darker entirely, Luna wasn't Luna anymore. Her gaze had grown colder, her tone sharper. And those closest to her, RJ, Poppy, even Zend, were starting to wonder if something sinister had taken root. But none of them truly understood the danger, not yet. Luna's descent. It started innocently enough. A forgotten sketchbook, a misstep during a design presentation, a subtle snap at RJ. But soon the cracks began to widen. Luna became paranoid, accusing Steffi of sabotaging her career, lashing out at Poppy for hiding too many secrets, and most shockingly, cornering Zend in the Forrester Creations cutting room to demand he tell everyone what really happened that night. Zend, still dealing with guilt over the drugged hookup, tried to remain calm. Luna, we agreed not to drag this out. You weren't yourself. That's the point, she hissed, eyes flashing. I don't know who I am anymore, but maybe I like this version of me better. Then she smiled. That wasn't Luna's smile, it was chilling, something had snapped. RJ's discovery. RJ, sensing Luna's spiraling behavior, confided in Brooke and Ridge. He explained how she was withdrawing, alternating between manic energy and icy silence. He even admitted he found Luna in the Forrester archive room, alone, crying, surrounded by old photos of Eric and Stephanie, whispering to herself about family bloodlines and what she's owed. Brooke, alarmed, tried to reason with RJ. Maybe she needs space. Maybe therapy. Sweetheart, if Luna's going through something, she needs help, not judgment. But Ridge wasn't convinced. I've seen this before. When ambition turns into obsession, we need to protect the company and the people in it. RG pushed back hard. I love her. She's not dangerous. She's just lost. But Ridge had already made a call to Lee Finnegan. Lai steps in and adds fuel to the fire. Lai's arrival at Forrester was anything but discreet. She stormed into the design studio and faced Poppy with icy disdain. You failed her, Lai snapped. Whatever you unleashed when you brought Luna to Lai, it's spiraling out of control. Poppy, for once, didn't have her usual sass. She looked broken. She's not sleeping, Lai. She talks to herself. She stays up all night sketching, then destroys the designs in the morning. Something is wrong. But Lai wasn't there for sisterly comfort. I warned you, she said coldly. And now Luna's self-destruction might drag us all down with her. Unknown to them both, Luna stood just outside the doorway, hearing every word. Her eyes shimmered with tears, but she didn't cry. Instead, her lips curled into a haunting smile. They'll see, she whispered to herself. They'll all see. Steffi's ultimatum. Meanwhile, Steffi, fed up with the disruptions Luna was causing at Forrester, pulled her into her office for a direct confrontation. You're clearly going through something, Luna, Steffi began. But I run a business, not a therapy center. Until you get help, real help, you're on leave, effective immediately. Luna tilted her head, laughing softly. Leave? You want to sideline me? Like you sidelined your own brother? Steffi's nostrils flared. Don't bring Thomas into this. Oh, but I am, Luna purred. Because maybe he's the only one who'll understand what it's like to be gaslit by the Forresters. Before Steffi could respond, Luna was gone, gliding out the door like a woman possessed. That night, Steffi's tires were mysteriously slashed in the parking garage. Coincidence? Maybe. But the security footage mysteriously glitched out during the exact 10-minute window Luna had left the office. The midnight meeting. Back at her apartment, Luna sat cross-legged on the floor, surrounded by shredded Forrester documents, sketches, and a single photo of Bill Spencer. Her eyes were wild. They all think I'm unstable, she murmured. But I see things clearly now. The Forresters, the Spencers, they've manipulated everyone, including me. Then came a knock at the door. RJ. I'm not leaving until we talk, he said, walking in cautiously. Luna, what's going on with you? She stood slowly, eerily calm. You don't love me, RJ. You love the version of me that plays nice, smiles, and stays quiet. RJ shook his head. No. I love all of you, but this isn't you. This is pain. Trauma. Maybe even something medical. We can fix this, Luna, together. But Luna's reply chilled him. I don't want to be fixed. I want to be heard. And then, in a sudden moment of vulnerability, she collapsed into his arms, sobbing uncontrollably. Archie held her tightly, but the damage was already done. She had already set the next phase of her plan in motion. Who will pay the price? As Luna spiraled, the question on everyone's lips became painfully urgent. Who will pay the ultimate price for her unraveling? Some feared it would be RJ, too loyal, too blind to her dissent. Others suspected Steffi, whose hardline stance might have made her target number one. But no one expected the real victim to be Zendu Forrester Dominguez. In a shocking twist, Zendu was found unconscious at Forrester Creations after hours, struck from behind with a heavy crystal award. He had been trying to retrieve footage of the night he and Luna were together, hoping to delete it for good. But someone didn't want that footage erased. He was rushed to the hospital in critical condition. And when the police reviewed the building's entry logs, only 2 people had entered that night. Sandy and Luna. The fallout. The next morning, chaos erupted. Steffi demanded Luna be removed from the premises immediately. Lai, in an uncharacteristically emotional moment, offered to take Luna for evaluation herself. I'll admit her to a private facility, she told Ridge and Brooke. I've seen this kind of break before. If we intervene now, we might save her. But Poppy refused to sign off on anything. She's not a danger. You're all blowing this out of proportion. Then came the bombshell. Zend woke up. Bruised, confused, but conscious, he muttered one name. Luna. A twist no one saw coming. Just as detectives arrived at Forrester to question Luna, she turned herself in. Calm, collected, dressed in white. I want to talk to my aunt. Dr. Lee Finnegan, no one else. They granted the request. Behind closed doors, Luna leaned forward and whispered something into Lai's ear. Lai went pale. The door burst open. Lai demanded the officers leave. Luna didn't attack Zend, Lai announced. I did. The room fell silent. What followed was a shocking confession. Lai had discovered Luna accessing the security servers. Fearing she was about to destroy key evidence that could protect the family legacy, Lai confronted her. Zend tried to intervene, and in a moment of panic, Lai struck him. She's not out of control, Lai insisted. She's unraveling. Because of us. Because of me. But Luna's face said otherwise. She stared out the window, hands trembling, a cold smile playing on her lips. She's lying to protect me, Luna finally said. But I did hurt Zend. Everyone froze. I don't remember the moment, but I remember the anger. I remember wanting to shut him up. And when I saw him, lying there, bleeding, I felt nothing. And with that, she asked for a lawyer. The aftermath. Broken hearts, shattered loyalties. RG is devastated. He refuses to believe Luna is capable of such violence. He begins to investigate alternative theories, even digging into medical records, determined to prove Luna was under the influence of drugs, of psychosis, of something. Poppy, racked with guilt, begins questioning everything she's done. And in a final act of desperation, she visits Bill Spencer, revealing a decades-old secret that could change Luna's entire reality. She might be your daughter, Poppy whispers. And she needs your help before she's lost forever. Meanwhile, Steffi faces a crisis at Forrester. Public backlash grows as the media gets hold of the story. Investors are pulling out. And Liam begins questioning whether Luna had anything to do with his recent accident, a mystery fall he assumed was clumsiness. But now, nothing seems coincidental. And Zend, though alive, is changed forever. Emotionally and mentally shaken, he starts seeing the therapist and wonders whether his own silence about that infamous night planted the seeds for this catastrophe. Luna's future. In custody, Luna is calm. Almost too calm. She doesn't cry. She doesn't beg. She simply stares out the window and sketches of fire, of broken crowns, of blood-stained roses. She whispers to herself again, they'll see, they'll all see. And whether she's truly gone mad, or simply become a woman reborn in pain. One thing is certain, Luna is out to control. And the bold and the beautiful will never be the same again. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our Bold and BEAUTFUL UPDAT YouTube channel for more update news.